How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Manga Panel Podcast. Today we are covering issue 45 of Weekly Shonen Jump. I am joined today by Bo, Key,
What's up, guys?
And myself, Aiden. We are covering Jump. Before we run through the rankings,
like we do every week.
We do every week. Before we run through the rankings, make sure you join the Discord server and join in on the conversation. We're currently doing a question of the week where we ask you a question related to Jump and manga. And as well as just come in and join in the conversation. Let us know what you think about all your favorite series. We have a channel to each dedicated series and even our favorite axed series. Or just all the
people were popping off on the other day over the news. So
yeah,
I want to join.
We have some big news that we'll be covering at the end of this episode. So stay tuned for that. A big, not good, maybe good manga.
This man's
back.
gonna get hate on this podcast over the next.
I read it, okay?
5 months.
I didn't sign up for a light novel, and
you know.
And then so yeah. Oh, before we start, favorite chapter. What was your favorite?
Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days easily.
So,
banger chapter.
Easily the best.
Undead Unluck was a really fucking good chapter this week. I know, like, someone in the server was saying that Undead Unluck needs a little more love. So obviously I'm not doing my job very well. I'm gonna try that this week.
I don't think I can say anything else than Sakamoto. That was just, he's one of the best fucking chapters of the manga.
I agree.
And
I was at the edge of my seat. I actually jumped up at that shit. Mashele also had a really good chapter. I
was gonna say Mashele as well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Blue Box. You know, love is in the air. I'm gonna say Blue Box for today. It was a phenomenal chapter.
Fall, the season of love.
Yeah, love is in the air. There's always love in the air. You're crazy. Anyways, the rankings. First, I had a color and lead. Mission Yozakura Family, followed by One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover with a color page, Sakamoto Days, My Hero Academia. We have our one-shots ranking back-to-back in 7th and 8th, respectively. Daimonji to Mondaiji. One day we'll get these translated. Life Liar from Hell, High School Family Kokosei, Tokyo Demon's Bride Story, Blue Box, Ginka and Gluna, Akane Banashi, Witch Watch, PPP, Roboco, Elusive Samurai, Undead Unluck, Mashele way too far back, and Aliens Area with Super Smartphone in the very back. Our two sinking ships. So let's talk about why it is dying. We're just watching it die. So, Super Smartphone. Why are we watching it die?
Here's the thing with Super Smartphone, and I think it is getting to the point now where, like we were with Duran and Earthchild, where we're kind of beating a dead horse. I still think it's interesting to read every week, and I still enjoy it. But I am seeing those Red Hood signs where it's like, okay, what the fuck is this? with these like alien people that obviously like made the smartphones or whatever. I don't like it. If this had been a deserved moment in 50 chapters, okay. But it just feels like they literally just popped up.
You have to go from zero to God. Like that's what it feels like. You have to go from barely not even a training arc to we're fighting God. Essentially.
This chapter we see the confrontation between Q and Zenichiro. And that's a moment that should be a huge moment and probably would have been 100 chapters in.
Yeah.
And it's still a cool moment because Super Smartphone does have good writing, but yeah, it doesn't feel earned.
And it sucks because I know just the way even this moment did happen and the way Zenichiro and Q's personalities clash, I think this moment could have been so much better. I think it could have been a really, truly amazing moment had the series earned it, but it just didn't. And it just kind of makes me sad because Super Smartphone is enjoyable enough that I really would have followed this as a long-running series.
Yeah. I really hope this gets printed physically because I will buy it.
This would be awesome to have printed.
Because I would still recommend it overall. Like as a short 30-chapter read, whatever it is going to end up being, I still think it's good. But it's just sad. Squandered potential. You know?
I don't have anything to really add. You guys kind of covered it, but I do want to say, like, it is always just kind of a shame to see a series kind of cut short when it really has, like, its strength played in, like the long term almost, like with setting up these confrontations. Funny, that's the name of the chapter. for like way down the line, like you said, was Zenitrio, but now that it's like kind of just crammed right there, 22 chapters in, it doesn't feel like a very big payoff, but I still like Zenitrio as a character, like Q and their standoff. Still kind of good. It's just not as good as it could have been.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It also makes me kind of question. I mean, I guess they set up these like foreshadowing moments early on, but like, since it's obviously getting canceled, you probably could have cut out these side characters. I like the side characters that they introduced like 3 or 4 chapters ago. I don't remember their names. The other smartphone holders, the high school students, but it doesn't really feel necessary anymore because we know it's ending anyway.
Yeah. No,
So I would have maybe preferred to just focus more on Q and Zenitro, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's just sad to see. It is. So what's going on with the gods? Can they like teleport into people's heads with the little transmitter on the ear? Or
that's what I kind of took it as. I don't know. That didn't make any
because
sense.
and once again, and that's another moment that could have been crazy 100 chapters in, because they show little screen caps of other chapters and they're like, why do you insist on being on the scene every time? And they show a picture from the high rise incident and the time that Q sent out the text like 10 chapters ago.
Yeah.
So like they were there in the background, and that would have been a really and you actually see the transmitters in the panels from those chapters. So like obviously it was planned.
Well, I didn't notice that.
But
see.
But 22 chapters in, it doesn't feel like anything.
No, that doesn't feel like
that because
feels...
they even like zoom in on the ears to show that from those chapters you can see it, which would have been such a cool moment. God damn it. Beating a dead horse. Super Smartphone's really good, but it is definitely wrapping up here.
Yeah, it really could have been so much more. And it's just such a shame. But something that I don't even... Aliens area? What the... Aliens area is a thing. It's a manga.
It's alright.
You can call it manga. It's not bad. I actually kind of enjoyed this chapter. I kind of get to see why they call him the #1 assassin. You kind of get to see it. Just a little bit of why they call him the #1 assassin. But, like...
I like the cigarette guy. He's cool. He's flicking ashes into a dead person's mouth. That's cool.
little...
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
It was cool.
Good art.
Cold. Yeah, it just... Again, this is another series where I feel like its moments could have been earned if it felt like it was running longer, but I do feel like this is coming to an end. Like, I'd be surprised if it makes it the next serialization meeting.
That's the thing, though, because, like, with Super Smartphone and the other series that we've seen canceled throughout this podcast, like, it was obviously going toward the end. I don't really know what Aliens area is even doing, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like they're going in circles.
They're just doing shit.
They're just doing a random mission. It doesn't feel like like Duran, you can feel the stakes.
At least
Even Earthchild, you can feel the stakes, right? But this, I feel like there's no... I don't know, it just feels like they're just kind of vibing. I don't know.
That's the thing, when you don't really sense a direction, that's kind of where you start to lose interest, especially when you know it's going to get canceled. It's like you can't even go out in a flashy way or something that'll really like say, oh man, I'm so sad that got canceled. No, I'm sorry, Aliens area, you just kind of lost me after a little while. But you know, cool art.
They did their best. Hopefully next time they do better.
But let's switch up.
Let's talk about a series that should not be in the fucking back of the magazine.
I mean, it doesn't matter because it's got an anime around the corner, but holy fucking shit.
It's still not a good look.
No, it's goofy. It's like, what are you doing?
How are people not voting for Mashele right now? It's been so good. And the chapter solidifies that, dude. The moment what's the author? Hajime Komodo, I think. Absolute troll. When the Divine Visionary helps Lemon and the little kid push the thing and they can't move it, I was like, you dick tease. We've been waiting for Mash to come back, and we were like, oh, it's gonna be it.
I wonder what it's
and then they introduce another enemy for fucking Dot and Lance.
Yeah.
I swear to God. So funny.
Wait, another character? I thought this was the eldest brother.
Or well, yeah, but like another confrontation between characters that isn't Mash before we see Mash. Because we've been talking for the past 3 months that after these fights, Mash is gonna come back. That's not the case, I guess, unless he comes back mid-fight. But
I think that's gonna be the case. They're gonna have to find some weird way to actually turn it. It's gonna be the goofiest shit too. You already know.
No, you know it's gonna be something stupid.
Like I don't know what. Someone's gonna like trip into it or something. That's gonna turn it all the way for some reason. I don't fucking know. You don't know with this guy.
No,
but
you never do.
The eldest brother absolutely wrecked Dot and Lance. Just
Yeah.
absolutely obliterated them. That gives me hope too, because I was kind of getting worried. Like, what if they finish off everyone and then Mash just gets to fight the last guy? That's
No,
it.
Mash needs a rematch with the eldest brother.
Yeah, he does.
Then they like kind of fight, and eldest brother fucked him a little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the rematch because because obviously you see, because he says, "How about you show me what you're made of, divine visionaries?" And you see in the panel Mash.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like that was kind of foreshadowing. It's gonna be Mash, fuck up his shit, come back, done. You know,
People
Mash
get
will-
1 or 2 more chapters before Mash, but
Oh yeah, hopefully soon. I do miss him because he's so amazing. But this manga, despite our surprise, has been thriving, even without our cute little hero.
screw the rankings.
Well, Key, you want to bring us in on Undead Unluck?
Sure. Yeah. So Undead Unluck, like I said, it popped off this week. I think the art especially. It kind of just followed up from like last chapter. I feel like we got this little bit of a character arc for Joey's, like a nice finish, because spoiler alert, she fucking died. It was wild. She put like all of her like remaining anger and hatred into like one final strike with like this legendary blade. It was a very Zelda moment because she did like this fucking swooping skyward strike on God, and it knocked him back a little bit, which was surprising. Like they actually did damage to God. Like I'm like, shit, they might win, right? But then Louise fucking dies in the arms of Victor. It was weird, dude. And the worst part is like Victor got into like his feels, dude. You don't see that man go through his feels. He's just a stoic, killing machine almost, right? So just to see him like kind of get emotional and then get really fucking pissed off at the end, just that last panel was just, I'm shook, bro. I'm shook. It was so fucking good. So yeah, very clearly we're gonna get some good Victor action going on. Not really seeing a clear end in sight just yet. I feel like that the fight's gonna go on for a little while longer, but only time's to tell. Anyways, back to you guys.
Elusive
Still catching up.
Samurai.
Elusive Samurai.
It is manga about samurai who fight with swords.
This is true. You can tell this when you read this chapter.
Can we talk about the fact that like literally all of like the generals of the main bad are getting absolutely destroyed?
Yeah, no one. I feel like we're not feeling enough like opposing force right now. Like we're just getting dubs.
I feel like a part of it though was that it was earned. I don't know. This one feels a little earned. I did have a moment where I fucking, when he cuts Kojiro's arm, I went, oh
Yeah,
no.
that's a really cool panel.
That shit, the way it looked, I'm reading on my phone, that shit looked like fucking, like bone was coming out, but it was his armor. I was like,
yeah, it looks more gruesome than it actually is.
Yeah, it's just a little slice, and the way he draws blood is just so out there. But I was like, holy fuck. I don't know. It just definitely feels earned, and then him going, "This is fun," was a little crazy.
Yeah, good Nezu chapter because has he ever had that moment where he's like, "Oh, I really enjoy this"?
I don't think so.
Like,
I think this is a first for him.
Oh, this is like, almost like a Tokyo
which is
kind
good.
of vibe.
And then
Got that blush.
Yeah.
The guy with the giant ass katana, he's actually like saying, "Oh shit, am I gonna lose to a kid?" I'm like, "Oh my god, bro, you might."
And then he gets absolutely fucked.
But no, I do kind of agree with you on like the other guy kind of like losing, and it feels earned because he was taking on like 5 people, right?
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
That was a little misguided, I think.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, women, that's easy."
Nah, bro, different kind of women, different fight entirely. I don't know. Elusive Samurai is great, like all the time. We've said countless times like the art's good, whatever. The story is interesting too for these fights. I like when they pair off to like kind of have matchmaking between like good guys versus bad guys or whatever. But I do kind of wish that they weren't dying off so easily because I felt like they were set up to be like almost as strong as their leader. Like, so these are like his confidants, right? His like generals or whatever. But they're all just getting kind of picked off.
It does feel a little fast, right?
Like it's almost like the series is going to end like right around the 100 chapter mark at this point.
I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
like, outside of these, we don't know too many other of his like high up people.
So we'll see. I mean, I don't know how long Assassination Classroom was, but that could totally be possible that this
It's
is
20
the end.
volumes.
Was it 20 volumes?
We have like what 10
okay.
volumes of Elusive Samurai. I mean, it could be a short series. Maybe they just want to make a short,
Mhm.
concise story. I mean, that's fine.
It's worked before.
totally
Other
be-
series have done it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, look at Chainsaw Man. Look at
It'll probably get an anime next year. So.
Mhm. No, I think Elusive Samurai is definitely a shoe-in for an anime at some point soon. But it's been good. I don't know. There's not too much.
It's always consistent.
It's
just
consistently enjoyable. Like even again, like we said, if the action isn't good, it's just pretty to look at. It's like, oh, that's a nice manga. It's good. One that I can't say the same for is me and Roboco. Which actually had a nice chapter this week.
I have to make a confession. Roboco has been way better than High School Family recently.
Oh,
the past
true.
like 5 chapters, it is not even close.
No.
And I'm not here to defend Roboco. I'm not trying to butter up tea right now. I'm not. No.
This chapter was kind of good.
But it's actually been decent. I like that they're carrying over plot lines like consistently from each chapter now. This is kind of what we were saying we want. Obviously this doesn't really carry over like in a big way, but it's just like enough. Like, oh yeah, last chapter they had the whole plot with the Earth being destroyed, and they make a couple callbacks to that. Roboco always does this thing where they call back like 10 chapters ago or 15 chapters ago from like other characters, but I'm liking this continuous kind of little plot they got going. It's actually pretty good. So
yeah, no, I agree. I concur 100%. When Roboco does that, it's like for the first time it's doing it. It does kind of flow a lot more seamlessly. I like the callbacks to earlier chapters, like when characters from like chapter 18 show up in chapter whatever, and they kind of like say, "Oh, I remember this guy from that back then," but then they just don't really do anything with it. I like the continuous storyline. I hope they continue to do it, but I also do kind of like the teases that we're getting for like Roboco's like backstory every now and then. I kind of want to see the payoff for it sooner rather than later. But the little teases, like every few chapters, are also pretty nice because it makes you want to keep on like reading this every week. You know?
I can't help but wonder if the change in tone and like writing style was maybe affected by the anime announcement, or like the author knowing they were making an anime. Because around that same time is when they really started kind of honing in on like Roboco's weird dark past and just more continuous storyline. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but because like this one now because it's gonna be 5-minute episodes, but like I don't know. All 3 of these stories are one thing. They could just do like a bigger episode or something for this arc, I guess if you want to call it that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Roboco's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it more and more each week, which is very nice. 100 chapters in.
Yeah, I'm glad that 100 chapters in it's not still the same. I don't know. Roboco is like, it's just so hit or so miss. But like the hit, like it's not like it's like a bunt. It's like a baseball bunt. It's not hitting home runs. It's getting the ball off the fucking. It's in play.
It's in play.
Yeah.
It's in play.
That's about all I could give it sometimes. But PPPPPP.
I'm gonna let you guys take it away with PPPP. I need to use the restroom.
No
so
worries.
You guys just
You can
go
go
for it.
PPPPPP.
Yeah, go PPP during our PPP discussion.
This is a really pretty chapter.
Beautiful, always beautiful, but I feel like this chapter,
This
like
one was
especially,
like, whoa.
I don't know, man.
So okay, so first off, they introduced Sadame last chapter, like really properly, like this is Sadame.
This is
and
my
I was
story.
like, I like him, and I was like, I like this character. Now I really fucking like him. Dude, nah, the panel where he's like analyzing the piano, like he's like really.
And all
like,
like a lot, dude. It looks so cool.
It looks so fucking cool, and then he replicates Fanta's style, and it was just so crazy because Fanta's this cocky little rodent of the Otagama family, and so just the panel of him saying like Fanta's was the easiest to mimic, and it was just like
Absolutely owned him.
It was so.
Fanta's such a piece of shit.
He's such a douchebag.
Dude, because like, at the end of last chapter, he's like, you disgust me or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god.
And that's literally how it starts, this chapter. And he's also on the artsy side, the right side of the panel, like the first panel is completely black, where the part where Lucky is standing is light. And it's colored. So it's like, it's just so cool. Like, Fanta also has there's just like a lot of like really like symbolic artsy shit happening in this manga. His eyes just have such dark colors. There's always like this heavy shadow around him. I just thought it was really interesting. There's a lot happening with Fanta just like really leading up to be this piece of garbage that Lucky's gonna smash around. But before Lucky gets to fuck him up, Sodomate just goes to town, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna rip you off.
That panel where he says Fanta was the easiest to mimic is crazy, because Fanta's just blown away. He's like, oh shit. I don't think PPP is the best thing in the magazine, but it's always nice to read, and we'll talk about it more later in the podcast. But once it's all said and done, unless it fucking goes off rails, this is gonna be like one of the easiest things I recommend. Because even if you don't care about the art or the subject matter, it is just nice to look at. It is a nice read.
It's like a beautiful story of like characters and like growth and self-discovery, and also it's just gorgeous. It is a really artistic manga, and I really do hope that this is a manga that sees an adaptation one day, because I think, and I obviously with the right studio, because that's a huge important part, that I think if it's captured well, it could make a gorgeously phenomenal anime. But if not, it's just something like, now we're sad. We talked about this last week, that we really wanted physical volumes.
We'll talk about that later.
Viz doesn't.
Viz doesn't agree with that.
Viz doesn't agree with that. Actually, the opposite. So it's like...
It's unfortunate. Hopefully they turn their back. I tweeted at him. I did see this. I was rallying.
Rallying the troops.
There was a lot of people in the comments on that tweet begging. So
and so like hopefully we see it one day, that PvP gets physical.
Oh yeah, no. I was low-key kind of pissed when that happened. Like, damn, Akane really is like getting all that special treatment, and it's justified, because Akane's sung like
it's amazing.
Fucking rock kicks, whatever. But
it's a good manga. It's a really good manga, but
PvP's art, dude, like, just
so nice. That's what I was just saying. Like, I think when this is available in Books A Million and Barnes & Noble in the US, like, if it ever happens, it's such an easy thing to pick up and just flip through and see it's beautiful and pick it up, and buy it. You don't need to be attached. You don't need to like have a high investment. It's a short series, assuming it's going to end, within 20 or 30 chapters. Like, it's just a solid read. So,
I feel like that in like manga communities and stuff, like on Twitter and everything, people will always get like drawn to a series because of its art. But PPPPP is like kind of still on like the download. Like, not a ton of people know about it still. So when it eventually hits the mainstream because of some grand moment that somehow manages to go viral on Twitter, that's when there's going to be the demand for it. We just need to wait for that moment and hope it hits,
Yeah.
And like, it's obviously like, we'll talk more about this, but obviously it can happen. Yozakura started out as digital Viz volumes, and then we got physical. We're getting physical in like this week. It's the end of this week or next week. It's the 18th. We're getting physical Yozakura, which started out as digital exclusives.
Let's talk about a manga that's never getting published physically in America.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so happy. I don't.
Dude,
go to
I was
Home
so
Depot
sad.
And buy ropes on the weekend.
Dude, I was refreshing Viz Media's account. Like, okay, they announced Akane Banashi physical. They have to announce either Witch Watch or PPP. It has to be one of these two, and they didn't do either one. I was like, okay, guys. Let's talk about this chapter. Witch Watch.
I feel for you though, Aiden. Like, I kind of wish it was just because it's one of those longer running series. But like,
jump off a bridge. It's fine.
Maybe you have to tell them, actually, you see, you should do this one because it's actually the person that helped on the famous series Gintama.
But no. See. They put it on the fucking guide to making manga. It's on the cover. Which one's on the cover to guide to making manga? We get it in the 18th. I got that shit pre-ordered. I cannot wait. Because it's got a Kento Shiohara interview in it, so it's exciting. Also, a lot of interviews, which is going to be really cool, because I love that kind of shit. Because I love that Bakuman manga industry shit. So this chapter slapped! I love this chapter.
Yeah. Speaking of interviews, though, something I kind of want to look at later, completely off topic, but the Chainsaw Man creator did like a interview kind of talking about fucking Jigokuraku, Hell's Paradise, and what he thought of it. Don't know if you guys saw that. It was on the Manga Plus app that Aiden recommended I should get. Really helpful, by the way. So yeah, that's just a thing. I guess that they're still friends because they both worked on Fire Punch.
Yeah, a lot of like, if you see Bakuman, industry's small, so they have to be friends. I bet you
no one
it's
else
just like
Bakuman. Like them.
Yeah, they're
working
the only
80-hour
people who
days.
have the same schedules. Yeah.
They gotta stick together.
Yeah, let's actually get back to the topic at hand. I'm sorry.
Which watch?
Yeah, you
Which
better
watch?
be sorry.
It is
Goddamn.
hard for Witch Watch to really win me over when Nico's not in it or Moy, but I do
I
like
love
these
these
little.
characters.
These are fun. They're fun. I
These-
do like
I
this
love-
chapter.
I love this duo.
I'm sorry, but literally, I turned my brain off while reading this chapter.
The
What?
canon
kinda
is
like-
gospel key. The canon is gospel.
That's the only part I saw. Everything else, I was just like, yeah.
You
This
read
is- these-
Bakuman, right? This is like a Bakuman chapter, and it's got the same content. It's
At least Bakuman had like fewer than 10 sentences per page, bro.
nah, you tripping.
Bakuman was a novel,
Dude, it
bro.
is a
What you
novel.
know?
Nah,
you're...
you were definitely. It is like it took me like 20 minutes to get through it.
Yeah, but
Bakuman is one of the
also-
heaviest like manga I've read.
Yeah.
Bakuman had good characters.
These
Yeah,
characters
but
are
these are
great.
just these are just fun
They're
little extra
adorable.
characters.
I actually really like this. Like
Like a little fan manga.
No.
the amount of stuff like I don't know, it's just cute and I enjoyed it and they're funny. It made me giggle. I was like, it's relatable, the data loss. I'm like, I get it. I've been there.
He relates to the people writing Dojin. That's so great, Aiden.
Don't delete page 23, boys.
Don't delete page 23. But okay, fine. Whatever you want. Don't read the fucking chapter key. But read the last
Are
thing.
you telling me that you read like literally all of that? Like,
Yes,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
That's not even
much.
that much,
You are-
bro. Have you ever read a book? No, I'm not trying to be mean, but have you ever actually read a book?
Dude, I've read so many books. Okay?
This is nothing, and there's pictures.
That was a
It's-
very bad example. There are way worse examples in Witch Watch.
There definitely even was worth examples in this chapter.
It's one
But
of the worst examples in the magazine. I'll say that much, okay? When it goes dialogue heavy, it goes really fucking dialogue heavy.
and that's fine. I don't think it's bad dialogue though. If
Like,
it was
if I-
garbage
I wanna-
writing,
I want to read this many words, Aiden,
Read
I
Hunter
want to
x
go real life.
read
novel.
Hunter
I'm
x
gonna go
Hunter.
real life
Read
novel.
Hunter x Hunter. I trust you. Trust me. You'll fucking hate yourself. If this is bad, don't bother with Hunter x Hunter.
No, I'm gonna read Hunter x Hunter. I have to.
You fucking chained down.
But anyways,
It was a good
Anyways.
chapter.
it was a great chapter. I really, really enjoyed this chapter.
Is it setting
But
up?
something
an
that got me
arc?
so
Is
excited.
it setting up an
the
arc?
crazy event arc, and I was like, also Nico.
Is it
joined
setting
the
up a
fray.
fucking story in
Yeah.
Witch Watch? No way.
I was
Ain't
excited.
no way.
I popped off
I was
because
so
you
happy.
said it's not very Nico, but she got Nico to help, and so Nico's gonna be in this event. Also, you always know school festivals, that shit goes crazy,
Oh yes.
or whatever it is, or crazy.
I'm just,
event arcs.
I mean, I've literally been saying this like every week. I'm just happy there's a plot forming,
Mhm.
like an actual thing.
Yeah, but when they say crazy event, do they just mean like they're literally gonna just enter into a competition or something? Like I said, I
They're
didn't
probably
really
gonna go to like a convention, because if they're bringing Dojin, it might just
Oh,
be
you're
like,
it's gonna yeah, they're gonna go to a weeb convention.
yeah, it'll be funny. I think that'd
Yeah.
be fucking hilarious if that's what they do. Because there's like I know that's like there's like big conventions for like selling Dojin or like fan made
Yeah.
media. So like that'll probably be what they do.
For
Be
sure.
like, and it'll be like fucking welcome to NHK, and they just sit there and they don't sell any.
All right.
But then after Witch Watch,
Akane
we have
Banashi.
Akane in the back of the magazine. What are you doing back
Well,
there,
I don't know. I
Akane?
don't know if it's in the back of the
Well,
magazine.
it's
like
It's
back of
middle.
the magazine.
middle. It's middle. Come on.
13th ain't so hot no more. I'm just kidding. But
Dude, it's
this is a
crazy,
good
like-
chapter.
I mean,
mean-
if you think about it, since Tokyo Demon Bride and Ginka and Gluna aren't really ranked, it's more like 10th
Yeah,
That's
or
true.
something.
and also one shot. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Akane Banashi's good. Kind of showed us what she's going to be doing, how she's going to be training and all that. That's always nice. Because one of my biggest worries, like after the whole tournament thing, was just where it's going to go. So I'm excited to see some direction. You know, it's always good. Something Aliens area doesn't seem to have. I'm
I
I'm happy.
actually really like this chapter. At first, I didn't really know what they were going for because she's just doing all these chores for the
mm,
Are they Shinichi? Is that what they are? Whatever they are, Shinichi, whatever. And then the Yakuza looking guy says, "Oh, you had a really good day. You didn't mess up at all." And she's like, "Oh, thank you." and he's like, "Oh, I had too high of expectations for you." He doesn't want her to fucking do every
Yeah.
show perfectly. He wants her to like Karashi to focus on the other performers, and she wasn't doing that at all. So that was nice to catch her not doing what she was supposed to do.
I do like that. I don't know. I think Akane is almost too perfect sometimes because it was like one click and she's like, oh, I turned around, bam, because like she wouldn't know, like she was confused, but that her answer was in a matter of a page. Like she figured it out in a page. Yeah. And so I was like, oh shit.
As a reader, that's satisfying.
Yeah, but it was cute. I like Akane. I think she's got so much spunk, but she's almost like sometimes I think she's almost too good at Rakugo, which scares me. I feel like she's just too. She just nails everything always.
Yeah, we definitely need to see her like suffer a few losses. I think because she's kind of just been on the up and up ever since the like start. But I don't think that's such a bad thing. I think it. The longer that she goes on this win streak, when she eventually does fail, it kind of like hits a little harder,
For sure.
We'll wait and see. Maybe she's gonna get humbled real quick. We don't know. But yeah, Akane, still solid. Even if you're in the middle of the magazine, you're still like literally one of the best new manga to come out in forever. So.
I think color page next week. So again, every other week, literally.
Can we talk about hot garbage though? Woof. Yikes! Talk about going downhill fast.
What the hell?
Really?
What are you talking about? I will literally throw hands, bro.
Can we talk about one of the
Ginka and Gluna
strongest starts to any manga ever? Because wow, I complained last chapter that it was like maybe it was too early to set up a character. Nope, just kidding.
Love her. Dude, every fucking character's so good. I was kind of with you. I didn't know if they needed to introduce Anemone so fast. Fucking immediately love her. She's great.
And then her fucking... And then I'm like, yes, Ginka. Yes, bring it here, bro. What the fuck are these monsters that you're making? What is this? Keep showing.
With her little backstory.
Her fucking backstory. Her teacher, her magic teacher. And it's
with a fucking pile of dead babies.
And they're dying. And it's like, what the actual fuck? What a cool world.
I was confused
what a cool world. I really thought it was adorable when Luna grabbed on her cheek and just said, let's smile. I thought that was cute. And then they fought shit.
Dude, I thought that would... I don't know what it was for me, but I thought that would like traumatize her more because the like guy that we saw was like, let's smile more. I'm just like, dude,
exactly.
But
in this, that was definitely the point. But I guess in this instance, she's like, oh, she's a friend.
Yeah,
I can actually smile.
Right?
I would have preferred if she went ballistic right there.
She starts freaking out.
She kills Luna.
Also, just looking at one of the last pages, her Anemone's like blade, fucking sick.
It's so badass.
Everything is designed so well. And
it is really well thought.
It's such a nice looking
dude.
series.
But can you imagine? Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw these YouTube channels, but if you ever see like these channels like talking about how practical is this fantasy weapon, they're gonna tell you that shit ain't practical at all.
Oh, I don't give a. Yeah, you're right though. I get what you're saying.
You've seen it probably.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Also, literally, I don't care too much for any of the rest of the cast yet, but Ginka is always just stealing my heart, so I really don't care. You know?
What is this other Ginka?
That's something I don't know.
Probably a piece of him.
A bigger piece of him, maybe.
Yeah,
they're gonna have like bigger parts of him spread around.
Yeah, that's right, because he's like that. Yeah, dude, right.
I answered my own question.
Right. I have to say, I'm surprised that Ginka is like your favorite, because for me, I love every character. It is the opposite.
It is. Definitely.
The two, all three girls, bro, stole my heart. All three of them. Beretta.
I don't know, man.
I think I really like.
Maybe
I love Ginka too, but
yeah.
Maybe I'm almost just kind of like burnt out on witches, man. Like I think I told you guys this like way early in the podcast, like when I was like trying to start read Witch Watch. I'm just burnt out on witches. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that
Demon Girls.
Demon Girls. Sort of, I guess. It depends. It's also just like personality thing. Everyone kind of feels like Luna feels like a female Luffy almost. The other two I just don't know yet.
I like Luna, but I mean don't judge a witch by its cover. Let her be her own character.
You're right. I'm gonna judge a witch by its watch.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, bro. There's gonna be a moment like if the series never doesn't get canceled. If it does, I'm going to be so sad. There's gonna be a moment in 100 chapters where Luna like pops off. She goes like ballistic. She can have like her dark moment.
Ooh,
I can
she
feel
taps
it.
into dark magic.
Some going shit.
But Blue Box, the one I
That was
love.
cute.
It's Yusa. Meow. None of us got it right.
None of us caught it.
None of us got
He
it.
came in.
But Yusa,
That was funny. That was a good
I
save.
was like, nice Yusa.
He was talking about him in his sleep.
And then he goes, "You weren't
I hate
sure,
these fake
were
outs,
you?"
man.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, Taiki, bro, he's lost in the sauce."
He is. I will say it does feel like maybe we've been teetering on this like, oh, what does he feel for like a little bit too long now? Because like obviously, I mean that's the entire series, but like for the past like 5 or 6 chapters, that's just been it. Is like, do I have feelings for Hina? You know what I mean? They've been focusing on that more recently. So maybe I'm ready to maybe move past it a little bit.
I do think though.
I want him to reaffirm his feelings for at least one of them.
I think something will happen. It's Taiki. I just feel bad. I don't know. Taiki obviously is so young and so like he has this girl that he loves, and then he has this girl who confessed to him, and so obviously what IMA said is true. When somebody tells you they like you, it's like holy shit. So I feel like Taiki's really torn, and I think because of how torn Taiki is, there's not going to be any answer. There's not going to be any clear option anytime soon, because I think we talked about it a little bit before when he had a chapter, the badminton one where he just went off. I think it's going to focus on Taiki growing as a person.
Yeah, and I mean they're doing a great job of showing like he obviously feels guilty.
Yeah.
That he's even thinking about Hina.
Mm-hmm. He does.
In the panel, you can just tell in his facial expression, like because at the end, Chinatsu puts a band-aid on him, and he's just looking at her, and he obviously feels bad that he's even considering Hina.
And also I think he's jealous too. Like then there's the basketball guy coming on the scene, which obviously we know as Team Chinatsu. I mean, I know she doesn't like him. That's not she does like Taiki. That's not even gonna be an option. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here, because it's always like we know how it's always interesting. We know how everyone feels. We just got to see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm still rooting for Team Hina all the way. I don't care if she makes it with him or not. She's still the better girl, man. I'm sorry.
I am with you. I love both, but I am with you, Team Hina. She deserves it.
Give in, Taiki. Just give in.
You guys just... I mean...
Shinatsu's just a little bitch.
Hey, she's balling. I'm not horny on main. Little girl in a leotard. So, let's...
Hey, yo.
Let's calm down.
Fucking 8. What are you talking
about? I'm just saying a girl in a leotard. You guys see... You're like, oh, gymnastics. I'm like... Always falling for him. Always falling.
Dude,
always falling for him.
Shinatsu's so bland. Hina's funny as fuck.
Wait, you want to talk about something bland? Oh shit, that was a great segue, Keith. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh.
No, I'm not. Well, maybe. I don't know. I have no issue with this series. It's fine. It's a fine read each week. I have no strong feelings towards it.
She just fucking chased around Among Us for a chapter. It was an Among Us chapter.
It was an Among Us chapter.
You know, I didn't see that until you said it, but now I kind of do. I got like more Red Power Ranger vibes, but like.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Because last week they ripped off JJK with the sumo. For a second, I was like, oh, they ripped off last chapter of Witch Watch when they brought back the statue of the movie theater guy to life, and then Kanchi chased him around the entire chapter. This is that, except Manaka chased around who she thought was a star the entire chapter.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional, but.
I like that they're
it's a bit sussy.
I like that they're still implementing the frog girl from the first chapter, even as like a kind of distant thing. You know, keeping
good to plant that seed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then all the sisters like staying active in the story as well. The sisters are so much more interesting than the main character is.
Yeah. But Jinta having a cute moment, talking about like, oh, like this is what it's worth fighting for, yada yada. I like home.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I am starting to like Ginta a little bit more. I think they've started to do a better
You
job
just gotta get him
characterizing
to find a fucking barber. Oh my god. Please.
Oh my
Leave his hair alone, bro.
There are some panels where I'm like, holy moly, buddy. But yeah, no. It's fine. It just doesn't stand out. It's readable. But it's not wowing me. I'm like, okay, I'll read it.
No, don't get me wrong. It hasn't wowed me since like the first like 2 chapters, I think. But you know, I'll stick with it. I'll still keep on supporting it because I want it to do well.
Based on Ruby Dragon, it probably will. Just
yeah,
because
no,
Demon Girl, Dragonborn
it
Girl.
might.
I wonder how it's gonna rank. I'm curious.
We'll know in
we'll
like
wait and
3
see.
weeks. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, just keep your eyes peeled. Maybe they'll do something finally in the next few chapters that'll like really grab you. But
Hopefully.
no, I'm with you. It's not exactly super incredible yet.
It's just fine.
But
It's just a fine read.
yeah, no, I like it. It's got a nice vibe to it, like kind of towards the end where they're like riding the subway back. I thought that was kind of cute.
I could already maybe see it doing better as an anime, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think
The
Like,
vibe
oh,
and music
I could
could
see
do a
that.
lot for this.
I could see that.
You know what? This is already better than like fucking Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie or any other random rom-com that comes
that's
along.
why there's a
Like,
reason those don't run in this magazine.
Exactly. Yeah, like they could do
Move it to
something
Jump
else.
Plus. Move it to Jump Plus.
Nah, that shit goes in like fucking Kadakawa's magazine. But oof. Let's talk about so is Roboco and High School Family manga
They're
just
swapping.
switched?
They're swapping.
Have they
They
just
swapped.
switched? Because
I was literally thinking that while
Because
reading this, dude.
it's
It
like-
feels like they are different people now.
it's like they literally actually switched. It's like because what the fuck? If you haven't read Hikaru no Go or even know about it, there ain't no way you're giggling. Your cheeks they're staying flat if you ain't know Hikaru no Go.
I knew the kid was obviously supposed to be him,
Yeah.
but I've never read Hikaru no Go. I don't know if is he possessed in that series. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he
No,
he
he's
just
like a
works with a
ghost spirit.
spirit who's the
Oh,
best shogi player.
Okay,
from Edo, Japan.
I
That's
guess
what
I
the
figured
joke
out
is.
what
It's not
Hikaru no
shogi, it's
Go is about.
go. It's go, not shogi. That's the other thing. It's like a
Same
different-
shit.
Oh, anyway,
It's not.
but
It's not.
but it's a
different.
board game that they're playing competitively.
You get
Yeah.
the joke. You get the joke. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just weird. The High School Family has never done this, and that is very concerning.
Yeah.
They've
'Cause
never done a gag like
the-
this, and that's
The closest they did was they had the foreign kid go Rasengan. That was it.
Oh, yeah. But that's funny as fuck because everybody knows
it
what
was
Rasengan is.
It's also funny because just the whole context of the whole thing. I mean, Haruka going demon mode on this kid was kind of funny. I was like, okay. But that was it. Also having a rival, sure.
And once again, it's the opposite that I've been liking Roboco because it's been becoming a little bit more story focused. High School Family, it feels like it's just a story manga now with no jokes, a little bit. And obviously the joke of the chapter was Hikaru no Go, but like, I have not laughed at this manga in weeks.
No.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
And Hikaru no Go is like
6
old,
weeks.
dude. So you gotta,
Exactly,
like,
that
be,
too. Yeah.
OG fan, right?
No.
I don't know. No comment. No comment. High School Family.
I respect that.
My Hero, you want to tell me about
No
it?
comment.
No. Oh,
No.
geez,
No.
please.
It was a good chapter. It was a good chapter. It was okay. It was okay.
It was solid. I thought.
It was just kind of like telling us the lineage of each ability, and we got to see Midoriya doing some crazy shit.
Okay. I can talk about where I'm at if you guys want to talk about this
Yeah,
chapter.
I think I prefer that. I just want to say one thing. I think it's kind of neat that Midoriya is like using every single ability practically at once in this chapter. I thought that was pretty neat. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to highlight. Just cool panels, Horikoshi art popping off, and then that's it. So,
Yeah, I always compliment his art. I will say sometimes it feels like maybe a little bit like it's. I don't think messy is the right word, but it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on sometimes because so much is going on at once.
mhm.
This was happening with Sun Eater's ability like 10 chapters ago, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It literally just looks like vomit on a page, and it looks cool, but I can't really tell what's going on. I don't know. It was a
Yeah.
good chapter. It looks nice.
Yeah, let's hear it from Aiden. What do you got, man? Put down Dandadan. I know it's big, but like, say it down.
So-
say it down.
My Hero is a manga. You know? It is
No, it
truly a manga. You can call it that because it fills out the format and is a story told through the form of a comic.
It is one of the manga of all time.
So Mirako, I want her to crush my head with her thighs. That would be crazy. She is the goat. I'm like literally pretty much right where the anime is. But okay. So, My Villain Academia happens about like 35 chapters. And they really, really set up their villains. Like, holy shit, I'm so excited. Toga, twice. I'm like, yes! 30 chapters, flash forward 30 chapters. Kill twice! Why? Why? What is wrong with you, Horiko? I mean, okay, now. Twice, okay, sure. You know, he's been through the whole series, most of the series. And he's a good character. And his story arc with Hawks was amazing. And it makes Hawks a way better character. But it's like, you don't have to do it so fucking soon. Why would you ever make a character that good and just, fuck it? Why? You don't know what.
No,
it's
because
crazy.
He has to have all the moments with Bakugo. You know, he has to highlight Bakugo.
What the fuck does Bakugo do, bro? He just knows that Deku has all for one. That is all Bakugo is now. That is Bakugo.
I agree.
Bakugo's just like, yeah, I know.
He's like,
all for one.
He has it.
He's like, oh, all for one. I know what he's talking about.
Bakugo does fucking nothing the entire
it's like,
series.
What the fuck, man? Bakugo,
and it's sad because in like the early arcs when it was like, in my opinion, really good with like the camp hideout and all that. Bakugo was a cool character, and when he like fucking turns, like that was good. But after that, bro, no.
It just frustrates me because it has such a really nice setup. Like he's getting a fucking alley-oop from goddamn Steph Curry and Oda, and he says, "Just kidding. I don't know what a ball is. I don't know what to do here." And it's literally the most perfect setup. But then he's just like, "I'm gonna kill characters. I'm not gonna use character." It's just like, it is so frustrating because it is just on the cusp of being actually really, really good a lot of the time. But because it isn't, it's one of the most painful things I've read. I think just because it's so close to being good and that it isn't, it just stings. It's like, why? Anyways, let's not talk about shit and let's talk about literally the best thing in the magazine. Hands
Agreed.
down. It does not matter. It is so good.
Crazy chapter, bro. What the fuck?
Oh my fucking god. Oh, we have actual Sakamoto back. He is fucking up director.
I was surprised they didn't do a joke with that. Like we didn't see it actually happen. The chapter starts.
I mean,
already
you
back.
know what? It's a point where it shouldn't.
It makes honestly, yeah, it makes sense.
Don't focus on it. I don't need it. Your sensei's dead, and he's filming it, and Sakamoto's like, I don't like B movies, and he's fucking his shit up, and he's like, holy fuck. Also, you're dumb. The story of an ex-assassin as an ordinary... I really like the joke. The story of an ex-assassin living an ordinary life is worthless to film. It's like, it's funny because that's the point of the manga. It's what the manga is, and it's peak. It's like, you know, it's peak. And then, she gets up. She fucking gets up and throws a blade into his eye through the fucking camera. And it's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. Also, that's Akira's aunt. Holy shit. Holy shit. And it's just
crazy.
Panel composition, the pacing, the action, the dialogue. It's like, how is Sakamoto Days so good? Like, literally, how? It is...
But even in, like, these crazy chapters where a lot's happening, they have moments where, like, characters can interact and breathe. Yeah. Like, when she's on the ground dying, and she's talking to Sakamoto, she's like, oh, nice to see you. You've turned into a nice young man. That's such a good fucking moment, and then fucking 2 pages later, she's throwing that through the... It's crazy how well Sakamoto is paced, and it's paneling, and it's just everything.
It's just so fucking impressive. Like, it's... I just don't get it. I just really do not get it. I wonder if she's actually dead, or, like, that was just, like, her last hurrah.
I hope she's dead.
I do hope.
I will say that.
Because of, like, the moment.
A moment, right.
But I do.
I like her.
Even though I like her a lot, she's clearly important. I do hope she's actually dead, and that was just her last hurrah.
Now, do you think the filmmaker's dead? Because he's still talking. He's just lost an eye.
I do think he'll get out of this one. I do think what his purpose was actually really cool. Because it's not like he has a side. It's just he wants to make a movie about the comic.
He even talks about that.
Yeah.
He's not here to like pick sides. He just
and I did.
It's
like
just easy
that.
to do it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You guys nailed it. Nailed all my feelings on it.
It
Really,
was-
when it comes to Sakamoto, I like to leave the talking to you guys because, frankly, there's not a whole lot I can say. I like the action. I like the comedy. Pacing's good. Literally all the stuff that you guys are saying. The only like real complaint I think is
I don't think I want to hear it because it's just you're gonna talk bullshit. You're gonna talk poop. I'm just kidding.
okay. Are you saying that that there is literally no flaws with Sakamoto?
It's hard to find, but let's hear it.
The only thing that I can really say that I don't like is how little like she's doing in this chapter. Like, what's her name? The Akira.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like how little she's doing. She's
I can
reacting,
see that.
she's crying a little bit, but I feel like she should be picking up the pace a little. You know, getting her own development because, you know, we got development for a lot of the other younger cast, but I feel like she hasn't done much besides cry a little and then just kind of go along with the flow. You know, I want to see her do more.
I will. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think Sakamoto Days in general with its female cast is having a little bit of struggles.
Yeah, because like when was the last time we saw Lou?
Dude, no.
Yeah.
I don't think he's struggling with the female cast because the female in this chapter just fucking wrecked this guy's shit.
But like,
female main cast, like the group, right? The side, like like obviously the sensei, fucking awesome, but Lou and Akira, like this was a huge chapter for Akira because she finds out that her aunt was eliminated by Slur. She didn't do anything this entire fight, which is fine, but I don't know. It would have been cool to see her do something instead of just stand there and watch.
I just don't want to see her like get written out because we've had female characters come and go, and
I want Lou to come back. I want them both to coexist.
Right,
but...
like the girl from like the earlier chapter, like the very first few, like the Chinese chick or whatever her name was.
Lou.
That's Lou. Okay, yeah. Don't know whatever the fuck happened to her.
We haven't seen her in like 50 chapters or something. I think
50
because it was before the plane like arc when they were on the plane, so that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time.
It has. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Black Clover.
Pretty good. Did it technically get a color page this week? Because what a wasted color page.
It's a color page, yeah. It's like an anime
bullshit.
announcement.
What a shitty color page.
It's like an anime announcement thing.
I don't care. That feels lazy. I'm gonna be real with you. Did you see the shit, Aiden?
Hold on, I gotta see this. Let's
pull up Black Clover's color page.
What do you mean lazy?
I get it. It's cool. It's promotion for the movie, but like you're telling me they printed this and Tabata couldn't actually make a color page to actually promote the movie. Oda would have popped off with this.
Oh yeah, that's a little.
This is an anime sketch from the fuck. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a little goofy because he didn't draw that. It just doesn't
No.
feel like he drew that.
No, it's a special illustration by Tabata Sensei. He made it.
Damn, color it then, dumbass. It's a color page.
Exactly. It just that felt lazy.
No, I mean, sure, I don't think it deserves to be a color page because it doesn't.
Right, it could have been in the magazine without the color.
Yeah,
that would have been fine. You got to promote the movie.
Someone, buy the magazine. Someone show me that is printed next to each other. I guarantee it. Like it's gonna be like the poster on a separate page, and then you're flipping. It's gonna be the color page. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it looks cool. I like it. I don't know. The arc itself was kind of cool. It's a nice training arc. We gotta see some Asta moments get shit wrecked, you know? Love to see.
Lil Yami sister was not wrecking him.
Mm-hmm. Also just thought it was kind of funny how he literally got beat the fuck up, and then she just kind of goes, no. He stayed.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not done yet, and then she's like, nope.
It's fucking funny to me.
Black Clover is always a fun, quick read. It does feel like less happens per chapter than other manga, so there's less to talk about in general, I think. Like this really just feels like an extension of last chapter with the training, but it was fun. It's a fun read. It's very quick. I enjoy it. I don't have much to say though. I'm enjoying these new characters though, for sure.
I just want to go back to see what the other people are doing, honestly, because I don't really care for Asta that much in this moment.
I could see that. I mean, right now I think Yami's sister is the star of the show.
It's redundant sometimes, you know. At least with Luffy, he says something new each chapter, but I feel like Asta's always saying, "Oh, I'll never."
Man's
give
literally
up.
a broken record.
A little bit.
And when you sparingly, it works, but They just be
Like his
saying it every
only
chapter.
line.
It's
Like,
literally
his
all he
only
says.
line. It's how it is, man. It's how it is.
I don't know.
But
Black
Black
Clover's
Clover,
fun.
I'm glad it's back. I'll say that. But it just needs to get back to the
I-
other interesting characters.
I was about to say I'm surprised it's so high, but I realized it had a color page, so that's why.
A little. Let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen because that was actually so fucking good.
Whoa! Jujutsu Kaisen went
Jujutsu
fucking
Kaisen, good?
Crazy.
Crazy.
200 chapters. I feel like it's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
really good
200.
for a while. Because it's like, don't fucking split up these guys. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
Oh, they will.
I'm just not.
You're tripping if you think Fushiguro is not getting separated from Itadori, bro. You're tripping.
But not for a long time though, please. Not like it was before.
Like
Please,
5
please.
chapters. 5 chapters. You got 5
Yeah.
chapters, bro.
Not like fucking
Like,
50.
okay. Literally next chapter. Okay, guys, let's split up so that Itadori doesn't get killed.
This
Okay, so
this guy.
I
a
just
lot
wanna-
happened
Yeah,
this
so
chapter.
I do like Itadori gesturing to him that the fucking curse one, the disgrace one, is inside him.
The angel
He's
girl
like,
just
what
sitting
are
there
you
not looking.
Yeah,
thought
no,
that was
and
funny.
he's like, what are you talking about? And then he's just like, oh.
Really good facial expressions. This
Yeah,
chapter.
I love it. It's awesome, especially finally having them back. It was
Yeah.
great.
Chapter 200. It feels justified, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad to see
oh,
that the
definitely.
actual main characters are here for a big
Yeah.
milestone like that. And then, dude, this was I don't know why I kind of got excited about this. Like, I don't know who these people are. They're like the prime ministers or something.
It seemed like the
World
president
leaders.
of
I think it looked like the president of maybe the United
Nations?
States
He's a
or
president.
UN.
They said a president, so
Definitely world leader people.
not Japan because Japan is prime minister. So
What year is it supposed to be in like current day where they're in the culling game?
I
Because
can't
is this in the
remember.
past? Because this event with main villain Ghetto, what the fuck is his actual name? I can't remember. It says February 2018, which I assume is in the past, but maybe I don't know what time it's supposed to
I
be.
don't remember the time frame because when did Shibuya arc happen? October
October 31st,
2018. Was it?
maybe.
Or I don't
Maybe.
know.
I'm
Anyway,
either way. This is definitely before culling game. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Dude.
So
I just think it's funny because, like, the crazy old people are already thinking, oh, curse energy is energy. We can use it to power our machines. It's the new clean energy. We can sell this.
that was a
It's like,
crazy
What a
page.
crazy thing. Also, like this part actually makes me think that it's probably before colon game. Consider that guy with the white hair. He could alone power a whole nation.
Oh, so probably before Shibuya. then.
Yeah, sorry.
Actually,
Shibuya.
yeah, for sure. That was a really cool panel. It's just nice to actually see like some world building in Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't really get a lot of that. I do
Except for-
wonder-
it sounds like, is it really world building if it's like our world though? Like, I understand if it's like
Sure, but like we don't even see
World
this
building
stuff
for their
normally.
sorcery world, like
Right.
yeah.
And like this, I mean, and this just makes greater implications for what's actually going to happen in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, even if it is, our world.
He's,
With them
he's
talking about
literally trying to,
using
like,
curse energy.
sell. He's trying to sell Jujutsu as like a marketable thing, which is funny. And I like all the comments like, "Oh, that was just like a movie. Too bad it's not IMAX."
Yeah.
Laughing about that shit, man.
They put on the 3D glasses.
I think I'm already kind of feeling like he's gonna get what he wants from these people, and then he's just gonna kill them off in a
Well,
horrific way.
What is his goal? Because the president's like, "Oh, you want me to use Japanese citizens as I guess test subjects?" But why does he want that? I'm a little confused
so
with
that
what
he
his
can
actual.
I think it's to turn them into subjects for learning how to set them up as like energy conduits, because he said that Gojo can power like a whole nation. How many could like each individual person who has a little bit of curse energy power,
Right.
like that.
But I'm saying, what is help me here? Main villain's name, guys. Come on.
Ghetto.
But like he
Is
has
it
like another
Ghetto?
name. He has another name.
Oh,
Fuck,
Okay, well, Ghetto. We know Ghetto.
Ghetto, yeah.
Ghetto.
I
What
know
is
Ghetto.
Ghetto's goal? Obviously, like, does he actually just want them? Why would he want them to use these people for energy? What is his ulterior motive?
I don't think I'd be able to tell you, but I'll let you know if I can.
I guess we're not supposed to. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You're gonna have to ask
We're
the
not
JJK
supposed to know.
nerds, man.
We need Trent, man.
We need Trent.
Miss him every day.
Fred!
Come back.
He joins.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
But great Trent impression. I thought he was here for a second. I was like,
Could've
whoa,
fooled me.
Trent. One Piece. Do you want to talk about it?
Dude, this is gonna be the Frankie arc.
Trent.
I can feel it.
Trent,
in my
take off your
bones.
headphones. Oh, wait.
Oh man,
Dude.
that's sad.
I feel like this is gonna be the Frankie arc. I feel like Frankie's gonna get a big ass power.
If he fucking
be his
doesn't,
time.
that's messed up.
It is, because
This is literally
Vegapunk.
the
This is like-
Vegapunk arc.
Exactly. And he was like, "Oh, dude, I studied all your stuff. I made so many things I want to show you and shit." I'm like, "Dude, Frankie, I love this man. Look at him. He's so happy. He's meeting his idol." If they don't
Yeah.
do anything with Frankie this arc, I'm gonna be so disappointed. More disappointed than I was with like Zoro.
Wait till
in
they
Wano.
find out he blew up one of the labs. That shit will make me giggle. That is one of my favorite One Piece panels. Frankie.
I'm just happy we're like
True.
actually like we're in the next arc now. This
Yeah.
is the Egghead arc,
Mhm.
which is really cool.
I'm just trying to wait and see what's fucked up about this. Is this gonna be like a Zoe arc where it's kind of short? It's like
I'm
an
thinking like
in-between?
30 chapters.
Yeah.
I don't think this
maybe.
needs to be. Well, I don't know because they're bringing back obviously Lucci and Cyberpole Zero.
But
and-
Luffy beat Lucci already. Unless Lucci like has like a new power up with like hockey or something, I can't see it lasting very long.
An
you know?
actual like battle, like a whole
Yeah.
arc with just that's true.
Yeah.
It is all well. You know what Oda does this shit where he separates everybody and has like 18 fights going on at once.
Mhm.
We got the reveal for Vegapunk, which we all fucking obviously knew it was gonna
Yeah.
kind of be like Pain, where there's what 6 of them, or I guess 7 if you
Dude,
count the main
I thought
main
the
brain.
Vegapunk setup was
The
sick.
moment that it's sick, but the moment they said there's 6 of them, I'm like, oh god, we're gonna see 6 fights at once.
Yeah.
You already know it.
You think so?
Possibly. I could see
It
it.
certainly feels that way. I don't know, man. I
'Cause,
hope
like,
not.
In the
but-
start, like when they were all like in the piloting of like the giant ass robots or whatever, they were saying like, "Oh, dude, that Robin girl, she could kick your ass. Zoro could kick your ass." And they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't think this through." I'm like, they're probably not that strong, you know. I think they're gonna be defending them like from Lucci, and they're gonna like work together.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. This could go anyway.
Right. Well, okay. I guess not obviously. I don't think they're gonna be fighting Vegapunk, but they're gonna be guarding Vegapunk from them because they have orders to kill Vegapunk.
Yeah.
So either way, they're gonna have to focus on all 6 of them now, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they can do that in a concise manner. I don't
We'll
know
see.
if Oda and concise don't normally go together. But
No, definitely not. It was a great chapter. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's what we've seen so
I'm
far.
liking the futuristic world too, like this futuristic city they're in. Has Vegapunk.
The
with them.
Atlas Vegapunk reminded me of Astro Boy. I thought it was sick.
Oh yeah. Anybody else want that machine that makes your food instantly, like whatever you want to eat? Like,
Yes,
Jesus, that sounds amazing.
please.
But let's talk about. Why is this?
Dude, I don't want to. Can we keep on talking about One Piece, please?
Me neither.
I don't know. Mission Yozakura, it's fine.
You
okay.
mean Family Feud?
Yeah, no. Apparently, it's Family Feud. They said Family Feud like 3 times this chapter.
Yeah. Where's Steve Harvey though? I was waiting for the reveal. But no.
Dude, the dad is Steve Harvey. Plot twist. He's got the mustache.
It'd be crazy.
It's like a Japanese Steve Harvey. I don't know.
I just don't care. I just don't give a shit.
The color page popped off. I thought the color page was really cool.
Wasn't bad.
I did think it was funny. You and Trent were typing up the color pages for Yozakura in the server. When literally like 3 weeks ago, you guys were shitting on it like more than ever.
Yeah.
That one color page, like 5 issues ago.
Dude, that one color page was ass.
Right,
dude.
I
This
thought it was
one's
funny because literally the most recent. Yeah, this color page is good. It was just funny.
cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't got anything to say. Cool fights, pow pow, Family Feud.
I guess it's
Stop.
kind of nice seeing Taiyo fight. There
Wait.
was the
Yeah.
one double spread.
Yeah, no, the double spread's cool. Like, art's good, but just it's fighting.
I have absolute monkey brain. They never announced an anime for this, did they?
No.
That's really
No.
funny because that means it's not getting one. It got covered without an anime announcement. It's not getting an anime for a while then.
Yeah, I haven't heard a thing, so I'm gonna assume no.
Rip.
Oh well.
Uh,
Yeah, you
but,
want to just talk about
let's
news?
talk news because there's a lot. I'm gonna start it off just off the brand. Boom. Don English physical print is available now. Fucking buy it. It's the best manga you'll ever read. Put that garbage down. That's the most important. This is the most important news. Also, physical English volumes printed with color pages.
Viz? Wait,
Yeah.
$10? $10?
$10.
No fucking way. That's actually hype.
So
that genuinely is exciting.
also
I haven't picked up a
spines.
copy yet.
Gorgeous spines. Read it.
That's
Don to Don. Amazing. But yeah, I guess
Hunter,
let's address the Nen Beast in the room. Hunter is back.
October 23rd.
October
So
23rd.
not next week, but the week after. It's
And
in the magazine again.
18
Crazy.
days. Or 13 days.
Gotta
sorry,
get caught up,
13
dude.
days.
Oh man, I wish
Do
that
not
this
do
day would
that
never
to
come.
yourself.
Can you do it? Key, you think you can do it?
No, I can definitely do it. It's just
Have you have you watched the anime at all? Are you gonna like pick up from somewhere?
I have watched the anime and I
You're
know
so
where to
starved.
pick it up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But you know,
If you go from the anime, it's nothing. Well, actually, it's just a novel. It's all
I
novel.
almost
reading.
want-
I have like
I-
5 volumes to read, so I'm gonna
I
binge that
want to
this
read
week.
the manga all the way through just because like from the first chapter that I read, it's kind of different already because like Kite was introduced from the start.
Kite was always introduced from the start.
Not from the first chapter,
was.
no.
He
Not in the
wasn't,
first.
he was-
Not in the anime.
He was.
Not in the anime.
Yes.
In the anime, no, the fuck he wasn't.
He's in the first episode.
What are you talking
I
about?
swear to God, Kite's in the first episode.
Maybe I missed it because it was
'Cause
so
you
long
don't
ago
know
that I
who
watched
he
the
is?
first episode. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure he's in the first
I
episode.
think you're tripping, bro.
I am curious. I'm pretty sure he's in the first episode.
Kite first appearance.
Make sure it's
Episode
in the anime.
76.
What?
Episode. You are tripping, dude. He's in the first chapter of the. Aiden, I was telling you that I should have fucking read the manga instead of watched that shit anime. Because I was flipping through volume 33 and I was like, damn, this actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm excited to read the manga. Because the pacing in the anime is probably the worst pacing I've seen in anime. So excited to read the manga.
Dude, the most painful part of the anime
Wait.
was hearing the opening over and over again because they don't change the opening
He
for all the
actually
episodes.
does not even show up in the first episode? That's crazy because it's
Nope.
so important. His scene is important. Like, really important.
I guess maybe I'll just fucking read all 400 chapters of Hunter x Hunter this week.
I'm so sorry. that
Because I
you
guess
do
the
that.
anime is not good.
Because Chimera Ant arc is a thing, and it's
Well, I'll just skip that
180 chapters, and it's like,
I'll just skip that part. I saw enough of that.
fuck.
I mean,
Just
from
about
what
as
I
bad as
understand,
working at
everything else
coal
is
mine.
the same to the anime. It's just that one
Mostly.
scene so far.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Also worth noting, all of it's in the Shonen Jump Vault now. So if you have
Yeah,
the app
it
and
is.
your $2 subscription,
And
you can read it all now.
I mean,
Mhm.
like, I give Hunter x Hunter a lot of flack. I don't think it's a terrible series, but it is painful to read. It is painful. If you're on the fence about it, maybe don't. That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna like lose some people these next few weeks.
But I do also like Hunter x Hunter, and I'm very excited to see where its direction. I mean, okay. The truth is, my biggest worry with Hunter x Hunter is where it goes from here, because where it left off, it's like nothing happened.
Clash Part 1.
Dude, it literally, the last chapter is fighting between grunts. Like, Kurapika has been on this fucking boat for 50 fucking chapters, and not shit has happened. So, like, you know, like, you don't even want to know how, like, so little has happened, but then there's so many doors that are so open, and it's just like, you're coming back for 10 chapters, you gotta be coming back for 2,000.
Well, he's already working on like the next batch of 10 chapters.
You better
I
start fucking
understand, but,
writing
like,
good shit then.
No,
You better start wrapping up this shit.
It is gonna be funny doing this podcast every week because there's gonna come a week where it's gone, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
mhm.
That's gonna be funny. Probably by the end of the year. If he has 10 chapters ready right now, that would put it right around New Year's. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm
But yeah.
I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm actually like, because you have to think, this is 4 years worth of build up. Like, this is them motherfuckers that I don't even know their names. This is probably the first time they've appeared. That they don't even fucking matter, because it better not go back to them. Can you imagine? Hunter x Hunter comes back and it's like, oh, remember those guys who turned guns into snakes? That'll be crazy. Don't do it. Don't you fucking dare.
I do wonder. Obviously, I'm not caught up on the manga. I finished the anime. I almost do wonder if Togashi is gonna be like, "Fuck it," and just start going to the end.
Because like,
I know you literally can't from where it's at, from what I've heard. But just like you start, if you're not a main character, you don't matter. Type shit.
maybe just like
Mm.
give up. Be like, sorry, Kurapika's story he
It's
he
he writes a
drowns.
he just writes a page. He's like,
Kurapika
Kurapika's story is it was really important to me, but Gon's story is more important, so I'm not gonna include it.
It's like
it just says that.
Kurapika. It's like it starts the chapter with Gon, which we haven't seen in fucking forever, and then it ends the chapter and it's like, so this is what happened to Hisoka, this is what happened to Kurapika, this is what happened to Leorio, this is what happened to Killua, and it's like that's what it is at the end, and it's just Gon's story again. Gon really likes his dad, so he started the journey to find his dad again.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back.
It's coming back. I'm excited. I am actually, despite what I seem, I'm actually excited.
It's gonna be fun talking about it.
I am very because I literally was like, I have one goal this summer, and that is to read all of Hunter x Hunter, and so I did it.
I might go read chapter 1 after this, to be honest. I'm ready to feel the pain.
I'm so bothered that he's not in the first episode. That's crazy to me.
I never even knew that. I never read the first chapter.
So important. It's crazy.
I'm glad that I was able to point it out.
Thank you, Key. Before you forget, because I don't think we talked about it last week, JoJo's coming back in December.
This is important. This is crazy. I just don't.
Looking around. Thank you, Netflix.
Netflix, thank you for doing that. I mean, the problem wasn't me waiting. It's a problem that no one's talking about JoJo, and you're already given the part that's gotten so much flack because JoJo fans have been misogynist for 30 years. So, but you know what? End it on a good note. Please let this final arc, which is one of the best arcs in JoJo, be good. Do it good. Animate it well. Don't fucking... Because, man, they really just said cut corners with part 6. It is so sad. The quality in the animation just went down so much. Which is just... It's like, damn. It's like, it's just like Mappa over here.
Yeah, you know, I can't really say I relate because even though Bleach got put on Hulu and Disney Plus, still doing better. I'm just saying, the animation, God tier. It's movie quality, man. We are absolutely winning as Bleach fans. I'd just like to say, thanks, Kubo. Thank you to all the animation staff. And fuck all the naysayers. Just a big ol' middle finger to you. Because we won. Hallelujah. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, I hope that Netflix doesn't sign a deal with David Production again, and I hope that Steel Ball Run is not done by Netflix or in any co-sign with Netflix, because that would be so fucked. That would be, because you don't even see, Steel Ball Run's a whole different story. Because they have fucking horses every chapter, every fucking chapter, and them fuckers are not going to be animated. Because if they're not animating the couple prisoners in the background, they're not animating horses. So... Netflix,
they're just gonna walk.
Go away, please and thank you.
They're gonna walk. They're just gonna walk the entire Steel Ball Run. I don't even know what happened in Steel Ball Run, but I know there's horses. They're just gonna walk instead.
It'll be the foot race across America, not the horse race. The foot race across America. I am curious. I do think it'll be a while before we see Steel Ball Run.
My name is Jonathan Joestar. And I'm the fastest man alive.
But yeah, also, we got our Viz announcements.
Some cool stuff.
I wanted to skip over Bleach, though. It was a... Dude, I wanted to skip over Bleach, though. Like, you're just skipping right over
There's nothing to talk about.
The episode came out. What do you want to
There's literally nothing to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? The episode came out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The episode came out. It's here. There's no news. This is our news segment.
I feel like it was a one-sided thing. Like, I said my piece. Bo, I know you like Bleach at least a little bit.
I do like Bleach. I'm definitely not as positive as you are, though. You said that shit looks like movie quality. No, it looks fine. It's Bleach adapting the second worst arc.
Dude, it is one of the best arcs. What are you talking about? What do you think is the best arc?
Anyways, the Viz announcements.
The Arrancar arc, by the way. This man's not fucking throw hands.
So,
although I'm classing Arrancar from literally all the Arrancar, like volume 21 of the manga to 48, like that entire stretch of the series. That is my favorite stretch, by far.
Okay.
Viz announcements.
So
we'll talk about this off screen.
Fujimoto has been getting his dick sucked over here.
Oh yeah.
Like really, they're down and.
Is that a visual novel? Or like a light novel? I mean.
Yeah, light novel for Power and Denji.
And then Goodbye Eerie.
and Goodbye Eri, which
The
like
better
obviously
one-shot.
we know. I mean, look back to both great. Both look back to
Yeah, they're
Goodbye
both
Eri so much
fantastic, but
better,
Goodbye Eri is incredible.
so fucking good.
Dude, I was thinking because obviously these anime movies have been popping off recently. There's nothing they can really do for Chainsaw Man, but I would not be shocked if they did like a movie for Goodbye Eri somehow.
Or
like even like a just like a 40-minute like
short.
special. Like yeah, that'd be sick, dude.
And obviously, to no one's surprise, Akane Banashi is getting English physical print, which is gonna be exciting, and it'll be very soon.
Summer.
This like
Is that faster than normal?
No, I think that's pretty normal. It's a whole calendar year, pretty much. Like
I guess
we do have like 10, 11.
Because by that time it'll have like 9 volumes in Japan. I guess.
And it'll probably be like August. It probably won't be like July.
You're right.
But also, damn, they really said.
They really said no narrow physical. That's fucked up.
No narrow, sure. Okay, whatever.
That hurts, man. I was really repping narrow over here.
Candy Flurry, that one was bad. That one deserved
so
to
I've
be
heard.
Canceled. That was like you read the first chapter and you go, this should be canceled. They should cancel this. But PPP, it's just really frustrating because literally the next day it was announced that it was getting a French release, which definitely makes sense. Them French they obviously like North America is still the furthest behind in manga. Like the rest of the world has pretty much has had pretty much everything printed for forever, so it just makes more sense. But like
France
still,
Kingdom printed.
Yeah. But yeah, like no, like in Canada, it's like in like French Canada, it's very manga is very popular. Like when we did a French exchange, all the kids were like, I love manga. And it's like, oh, j'aime manga too. And they're like, what do you read? And I'm like, Naruto.
Naruto.
And they're like, oh, oui. And they're like, over there reading my Gangster's Guide to Housekeeping. Which they're loving up Way the House Husband, which is interesting.
It's a sleeper hit.
It's a good manga.
Also, I mean, there was a lot of stuff announced, but I made a video about all these announcements, and someone commented specifically about Heart Gear. It's by the creator of Blame. Never read Blame. Don't know shit about Heart Gear, but people seem to be excited for it. So.
Oh really? That's by Blame?
Yeah.
I would not look at the artwork and say that. That's crazy. I'm looking at that.
Let me confirm that and make sure I'm not fucking insane. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Black Torch. My bad. Sorry. Correction. I don't know where the fuck I got Blame.
Okay, yeah.
Black Torch. I'm tripping over here. I'm glad I corrected myself.
Yeah, that you would look a little cuckoo.
I still do, but you know.
But no, I don't know. I felt like I don't know. Little weaker announcements. Just not.
I agree.
Didn't feel like many.
It feels like.
What was all this Marvel shit?
Dude, what is going on with the Marvel stuff?
What the fuck?
It feels like they're just going crazy with it.
So,
there was one. What was the one by? It was the werewolf or Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
There was a Wolverine one made by that was being made by like someone like.
Oh, that's by the creator of Blame. You weren't delirious.
Oh.
That's where you're getting it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and wasn't Yusuke Murata was doing one of them. The art. Yeah, Yusuke Murata's doing the art for like an omnibus.
Yeah, over 20 Japanese artists, including Yusuke Murata.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, you know what? I actually.
It's cool. It is cool Marvel stuff. It's just weird to see so much Marvel stuff because they started doing this like last year.
Yeah.
It feels like with like Secret Inverse and stuff. I don't know. It's cool. And Deadpool Samurai.
And then we also got another Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
Like later, they were like, oh, separated from Marvel. I was like, oh, okay. They are printing everything Junji Ito has ever made because
crazy.
It makes sense. Like Junji Ito. But how many story collections are there?
Dude, I asked that in my video. How much content did that man create that they haven't published? Because I feel like they have to be re-releasing shit at this point.
There's like it's gotta be like
every new Viz back.
There is a mountain of books. Like there, if you could stack like the stack on my desk would go like this. Like
yeah.
Oh, but that's
crazy.
Good. That's good for me.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a weaker wave of announcements though than what we're used to. Akane was a shoo-in. PPP is disappointing. Goodbye Year is a shoo-in. Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're saving more of the actual Shonen Jump series that we care about for the future. But I do question stuff like, you know, don't laugh at me, but something like Duran. If they're printing Ayashimon, you gotta print Duran. Like I feel like, right? I don't know.
Possibly. I think we're gonna get another. Hopefully, we get another batch of this announcement soon.
We should.
That'd be nice.
Maybe in December or January, I think.
Yeah.
The winter batch, but
Yeah. I'm curious to see.
No Witch Watch.
With Kill.
Maybe it'll happen eventually.
Maybe one day. That would be nice. But you know what? Don't dream too much, because dreaming is bad, and don't ever have faith or hope in anything. But Chainsaw Man starts tomorrow, which is also big, but that's
how
it doesn't matter. Love is War has 4 chapters left, and then they also just announced they're going to be ending the spin-off.
The spin-off being...
They do a spin-off with the side characters and talk about being obsessed with Kaguya, pretty much. I haven't read it
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm just not ready. It's like... But, like, I get it. You know what? He's already starting... You know, he's starting another manga after this.
Oh, is he?
He's already writing Oshinoko, and he's finding another team to work on, and he's writing on another manga.
Nice.
It's fucking crazy. This guy's the GOAT. So, Saka, I see you. I don't think there's anything else this weekend. I don't think there's anything too crazy. Fujimoto turned 30, so...
Good for him.
Hopefully, the older he
Great
gets,
news.
the
Great
further
news,
away
Aiden.
from incest he gets.
Yeah, maybe he's finally grown as an artist.
And a person.
Yeah. Well.
Hopefully.
Our mangaka is one and the same. Yeah.
But with that being
Shit is
said,
that.
I think we're out of news. I think we're all good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Any last thoughts? I'm trying to think.
Pretty good
We're
week. Sakamoto busting, Mashele busting, Ginka and Gluna busting.
Awesome. Alright.
Everything else is alright.
With that being said, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in issue 46. See ya!
See you guys.